Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Right before I began, Citrine decided he wanted to come pop in and say hello. He thought that he might want to go try the snow outside today, and then he did not like it. He realized that it was a little cooler than he thought. He's too cute. So today we're going to work on sort of what's your life path purpose, or why are you here? What are you meant to do? And we're going to use some simple principles as well, by asking ourselves, what are we good at? What can we be paid for? What does the world need? What do you love? And sort of what are your core values, right? What are the core values that make you tick? You pick 3 of those: travel, career, family, etc. Because we need to do some identifying here. What do you really love, firstly, is most important, right? And what are you passionate about? Because we want to love what we're doing. We want to be enthusiastic and excited about it, right? This helps us establish what we're passionate about and how we can tie it into other aspects of our life. If money was no object, what would you do? If you had to speak publicly on a topic that would be easy to, what would that topic be? Mine would obviously be spirituality, tarot, things of that nature, right? What do you just love and adore? Writing, really delve deep and think of that. What's your mission? What alignment do you have with your greater society or culture, right? Is there something you're naturally aligned to? Is it something your community may need from you? I feel really compelled to this because I felt so comforted and expansive when I was listening to certain readers. And then I wanted to align with that energy of, the power of positive suggestion for aligning with that higher vibration for sure. What's your current profession? Have you fostered and developed your career? What can you do in your career to align with other aspects of what you love, right? Is there a professional development that you want to work on to further it, or do you want to kind of branch out and try other things, right? And also, what is your vocation? What's your natural talents? Can you turn these into a side hustle? Can you further develop these natural talents? I have lots of people that are coming to me right now for their private reads saying, Melanie, is this a good idea? I was thinking of this. Lots of jewelry designers, lots of other tarot readers, light workers, things like that. Like, how do I format a channel, a kind of social platform, because that's one of the biggest things in this day and age is exposure. So we're going to see sort of, what might speak to you and if you should move in that direction. And I'm using probably the most beautiful cards in the world right now. Alana Fairchild, I believe this is a new development. I'll check the copyright after, but I hadn't seen this deck until the other day. And it's called the White Light Oracle, and it is stupendous. The cats are getting into weird things. So, and the writing, beautiful. At the end, if I have time, you guys, I'll do a quick flip through. I was just in awe last night looking at this. So beautiful, so peaceful. I've got to say, this is one of the calmest moments I'm having beginning a reading, just looking at these cards. They're very grounding. They're wonderful. So we have number 23 for the first card, Beta of Spirit Wolf. Number 2 is also 31, Shaktipat of Seahorse. Look at that. It's just so beautiful. It all looks like marbling. And number 3 is also number 26, Deer of Delta. So I'll give you a moment. I'll have a little sip of water. You guys can have a deep breath. Comment down below if you just find these breathtaking. They're all in this beautiful hue of creams and grays and soft blues and sand. Oh, so earthy and beautiful. I like interior environments like this too. I find, the French really have it with those quiet, dusty blues and roses and grays. Really beautiful, right? So we're going to begin with Beta of Spirit Wolf. And this is saying, give yourself enough rest. Only then will you be able to ground yourself enough to cultivate focus and motivation to fulfill your path. You'll find a way through any tricky situations right now. You're in tune with your instincts and trust your own timing. So from time to time, change and uncertainty is always going to arise. But when we have confidence, love, and resilience, we can embrace any of these transitions. We have to commit to our tasks and stay focused, but we also have to be very flexible in our approach. I need this as a self-employed individual who has, several sort of vocations that I wrap into that, life coaching and then jewelry making, my videos, a lot of different things. So, I have to be able to be focused completely on one task when I'm doing private reads and then handle any issues as they arise. So Spirit Wolf skillfully guides us through transition and uncertainty. He enhances instinct, intuition, and presence so we can sense and avoid possible sabotage or traps and intelligently and safely find our way around them, right? Spirit Wolf tunes us into instincts without creating paranoia or hyper arousal, being anxiety prone or something to that nature. So this is the medicine of awareness and engagement that comes from tuning in without fear, rather from defensiveness, suspicious, and building walls against life. So where direct confrontation can stall a resolution or make matters worse, Spirit Wolf teaches us to soften our energy, to appear less threatening, and therefore minimize the chance of the other party reacting aggressively out of fear. Now, this is talking about any day, right? In business, if somebody has made a mistake, if you're approaching them with a glare in your eyes and you look like you're ready for battle, that engagement isn't going to be pleasant because everyone will be defensive, right? This is just saying have a natural approach. People make mistakes. When we apply wisdom and rational thinking, that the end result is always better because nobody likes to feel cornered or attacked. We know that, right? This definitely brings the message that your resourcefulness and capacity to meet your needs is greater than you realize right now. It just happens in life. You probably realize this if you were ever a young mother, like you can't believe how skillfully you navigated that. There's so many things that come up when your children have massive colds in the middle of the night and you're like running steam showers in the bathroom. All those little things that you situate gradually because really the universe doesn't present us with everything at once, right? And then we work through. We always find a way through. And this is what Spirit Wolf is saying right now. You're going to thrive in a cheerful, playful, social bonding with this tribe that's going to arrive for you. And, connection is an essential ingredient because a lot of people, what they do is when they feel overwhelmed, they pull away socially. And that's sort of the network that we need, our pack, all of that. And then we thrive and have fun with them. And everything, seems a little less difficult when we're around people we love. So to experience love, too, we have to be willing to reach out and open up and run the risk of letting love in, as well as to share it unconditionally, not with the thought of what we can get out of it, right? But how we can transform this beautiful gift into a lovely connection. So this is also about being aware of our pattern of our waking state, right? Are you doing your best to determine what your passions are all about and where they're leading you and where you want to go? Do you really know what you could do all day that you love and the world needs it and you'd be proud of it and you're good at it, all of that? That's what this is asking. So give yourself a refreshing, invigorating, either like body scrub, all of that. I do that when I just wake up and then I start to think of that process. And you really will surprise yourself as you're going to sort of scan things out and see what you want. You're going to be able to choose what's good for you. It's kind of like we recalibrate every day to stay in a really heightened sense of joy and love and connectivity. And it's important we do that through taking care of ourselves. And I love that, I love that bit. I remember reading it last night in the book. I'm just reading the most what I remember and then the little key points. But I definitely believe that when we decide to approach things calmly and objectively, like we can have this, we can all succeed, we can all work together. A lot of good things come from that. So I'm going to choose some possible things that could come up for you. And remember, you know best what you absolutely love and adore in your life. But here are some ideas from Spirit to Healer. You have the spiritual gift of healing and the desire to share it with others. I feel like there are so many light workers coming through in this decade. It is like phenomenal. I see it with other people now on the street and how conscious they are that they're holding the door for somebody else, that they're letting somebody in traffic, that they're smiling. All these beautiful little gestures that Aware, Awake, and Light and people do, and it's lovely. I mean, just look at YouTube, all these lovely speakers, that some of their words and inspiration are unbelievable. Victor Otto, all of those types of people where my energy instantly goes up and I feel awesome. I feel like you have that capacity. So definitely look into that. There are so many platforms in which to be successful at this type of venture. Reiki, speaking, everything. Just the power of suggestion that lets other people know that they're wonderful, that they have innate abilities within them, and process that information accordingly. And how could you have that be in your everyday work life and how much you would love that, right? Also, we have teaching. You inspire young people to learn. I feel like quite a few of you have a lovely connection with children. You like to tell them stories. You like to be playful. It's your youthful spirit. And, you give off this energy that is like a magnet to children. And I feel like you do wonderfully around them, because you have that beautiful, vast perspective that things should be fun and joyous and fresh, right? I mean, I always get in a good mood when I watch a young child like at a beach or in a museum, because everything is miraculous to them, right? Everything is a miracle and everything is awesome and amazing. Just, sand in their toes, all of that. It's like, I really feel that you connect with that beautifully. Books is also another suggestion as well. You connect with your life purpose through your involvement with books. I feel like a lot of you guys are really wonderful writers, or you're just beginning that process and you're starting to understand that you kind of have an urgency when you think about that. You want to write things down, you get excited and you really love it. And or reading and then translating that message too. I feel that you have a newer understanding that information is very valuable. How we transmute, translate, and help people through words and reading things. See, that is one of my skill sets, that I can read a whole bunch of information, medical or otherwise, and then I can just condense it in really digestible portions that use layman's terms as well, because a lot of psychological medical terms are, they're vast and they're superfluous. We don't need all those words. And then I'm able to deliver it to you guys, to my clients and things like that, because there's always some weird proclivity out there that somebody can have, and there's information on it. And when you can read it and transmute and translate that to a really sensical sort of grid to follow for healing, it's super, super well received. So really look into these, start to play around with these ideas, because I definitely feel with your beautiful beta of Spirit Wolf, you understand that you're tapping into these new things, these new strengths that you have. So a couple rules to finding our purposes: we need to stay active and don't retire from life and people. Really leave urgency behind and adapt a slower pace of life. So by doing that, I always do better. I don't miss things. I don't have to go back and repeat them because I've done it right the first time, right? There's no urgency, right? Also, smile and acknowledge people around you. Reconnect with nature and give thanks for the brightness of the day that makes you feel alive, whether it's that book, whether it's teaching, whether you've healed someone, because you just do that through smiling, acknowledging the fact that you see them, that they're not invisible, right? Too many people feel invisible right now. And I feel like you help in that regard. So beautiful energy, group one. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and comment down below if you like, the meanings in the guidebook and these cards, because I am so impressed with them. I've got to say, this is definitely my new favorite Oracle deck. Very profound. I like, it's kind of like the old beautiful teachings, like the ancient teachings of, just recognizing kindred spirits, your strength, the power that you have, your innate power within you, all of that. I love so much. Native American kind of teachings, really beautiful. So if you need any further assistance, all my links are down below. If you need a private reading, if you want to go to my Etsy store, everything is down there. So love and light to Beta of Spirit Wolf. So now we're on to Shakapat of Seahorse. So this says, as you embrace your inner essence, you'll be at peace with who you are, including your vulnerability, and you no longer you don't need to conform to social ideals which have no true resonance in your heart, right? A lot of people are like, I feel like such an outcast, I feel like such a rebel, I feel like, no, you're just not a sheep. That's all it is, honest to goodness. So be encouraged to trust your intuitive recognition for which environments and relationships will harmonize with you, right? If you are like a beautiful little goth creature and you're trying to fit in with a bunch of super preppy sheep that all act the same, talk the same, have the same things, you're going to feel uncomfortable, right? You're going to feel out of your element. You want your soul tribe, right? People that harmonize with you too, people that aren't critical and that support your spiritual growth of well-beings on all levels. I always find the people that are different and that stand out always have a unique perspective. They're always kind of that beautiful bold, beautiful, magic person, because they really don't care what others think. They're not trying to blend. They're trying to, experience life as an individual, a unique individual. So you have the innate capacity right now to manifest. This is your time to manifest with this. So volatile or overly restless seas compromise the well-being of seahorses, right? Such intensity can drain their energy. It forces them to go against their naturally gentle way of being. If you've seen any nature show, you've seen the tumult, right? And they're all tumbled about. They thrive in environments that are calm and accommodate their slow, graceful movements. So rather than aggressively hunting, seahorses patiently wait until what they need comes their way. Then they actively receive it. It's that beautiful yin and yang energy, right? You're like, now is a time for the world to give to you, so you sit back and receive. So seahorse has a relationship of, what is it? It says communalism with seagrass and coral. So it's the medicine of connection. That's what it's commensalism. It's that word. I'm just like, my brain is going a little bit fast, but I love that. So pretty much like commonality. It's the medicine of connection, protection, and stabilization. In such a relationship, we receive what we need without being parasitic, right? It comes to us. We intelligently seek out sources that naturally support us rather than attempting to manipulate someone or something to be other than what they are. In the case of the seahorse, as it hides from predators in the seagrass and steadies itself on coral, neither seagrass nor coral are harmed. So the symbiotic relationship of seahorse and its helpful friends reflects the supportive nature of the relationship between this and spirit. Spirit is going to provide whatever support the soul requires for you to thrive right now. Oh, I love that. So, this is kind of your time. It's like a transmission of grace. It's an enlightening gift of energy that enables mastery for you, whatever you want to do at this time. So again, identify, what do you love? What does the world need? What could you get paid for? What are you good at? All of that. And it's like, what profession are you in right now? Is that really congruous with what you absolutely love? And if not, to look for some alternate routes, right? Because you want a fulfilled life. So I love this so much. So take a moment to place your hand kind of on your heart and imagine and feel an intent and desire to really connect to your true inner self. You can imagine going beneath the layers of your appearance out into the realm of your soul and just be like, I trust in the uniqueness and the sacred beauty and the higher purpose and the perfect inner potential that you are. You surrender into the unconditional loving acceptance, what spirit has for you. And because of that, you're going to be able to pinpoint what you really love and will work as an influence to help guide you there. Okay. So part of this crystals, your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for your healing energy. So many of us out there understand that now. So many people are investigating. They want to know more and more. And if you'd like to come to my Instagram, it's Sparkrist11. I'm always putting up grids and crystal grids and talking about them. And you can DM Melanie. I'm thinking of getting a crystal for more intuitive insight. What is that? I love to help people in that regard. It gets me so excited because anything that comes from deep within the earth or deep within the ocean, coral and all of that, it carries a vibration, a frequency, often healing, often intuitive, restful. Celestite is very restful. The blues tend to be speaking stones, lapis lazuli, mind calming, all of that. So look into that. Very, very helpful. And you also have the school card. So the answer is that what you're seeking involves going to school, maybe a little further education on something to be, get that degree or expert level of whatever it is you want. It can be an online course. I feel like a lot of you are going for Reiki. You're going for nail technicians. You're just going to dental school. You're all trying to get certified in these certain things because you're excited and you want to bump up your intake of information on this and really polish your skill sets. And just know you're really safe and supported in right now in this endeavor you're doing right now too. So let me see what else is happening. So you also have energy healing. So your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. I believe this came out closely in the other one too. It had healer, that their spiritual gifts are healing. So I feel like you do have a natural capacity for that. If you guys notice other people trying to get close to you, just have brief conversations with you at work and other places that you kind of like, people take a second look at you, you're emanating this healing energy. So you might be profoundly awesome at things like Reiki, massaging, speech speech therapy, all of that. Sometimes just being in the presence of somebody who is a natural healer is wonderful. The frequency they emit is very healing. It's restful. Again, it helps people leave the urgency behind and adapt the slower pace of life and to relax. People are pushing so hard and they don't even know. I'm constantly seeing reminders of this, just seeing people run out into the treadmill of life and go, get, accumulate, work just to get stuff. And they don't even know why they really want it. They don't know why they bought it. They don't know why they're wasting times in shops when they could be kicking back, having a cup of tea, reading a book and relaxing and getting into more a restful stage, right? Definitely. I feel like you have the freedom to do whatever you want right now. And you're on the right path. You really are. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. Whatever you are researching, investigating, looking into, wondering about, it's going to pay dividends and give you more information about how to proceed in your life. Ask for guidance, ask for help, get readings. A lot of people, one of the biggest things that they come to me for readings for is, Melanie, what would I be good at? I was thinking of this and that. This is sort of my plan. And, you're writing it down and thinking about it. So you're pulling it into the 3D and you're starting to put focus in it, which is beautiful within itself. So gorgeous energy, you guys. I'm loving that for. Really take a conscious moment to connect with what makes you feel excited for life and how you could have that be part of your life's path. Beautiful. Again, all my links are down below, you guys. If you need a private read or you want to visit my Etsy store or come see me on Instagram at Sparkwist11, I do daily posts and memes. Remember, post down below too what you think of this deck. I am so impressed by the writings. It's so restful and peaceful. I have to say, I have a few things going on today and it snowed and I was a little sped up before. And then after just handling these cards and channeling, I feel completely like Zen. I feel really peaceful. So there's something unique about this. But I love Alana Fairchild. Her stuff is magic anyway. So love and light to you guys. Yeah, really beautiful energy for you. So now we're on to the Deer of Delta. Look at this. Wow. So unbelievably beautiful right here. So without any force, you can overcome even extreme negativities right now. Okay. Your real nature is gentle. Definitely, you guys, probably a lot of you guys are like Virgos and Aquarius. I feel that energy. It's powerful in its own unique way. You don't need to become something you are not. You can confidently and effectively invoke spiritual protection from the light. You can never be dominated or bullied at a spiritual level. So because the real you is always empowered and protected in the light, you feel restful, you feel at ease. And I have to say, some of my favorite people I've ever met, they're not these, I love like Bette Midler types, big, wonderful personalities, but I love people that are at peace with who they are and they're not relentlessly having to prove who they are and say, well, I did this and I did that. They're not competitive. They're not abrasive. They're just so peaceful and happy where they are. I absolutely adore that type. And that's kind of what the energy you are emanating right now. Some things can only happen when we let go at a deep inner level, right? Regenerative healing is one of them. Shamans of old understood, to obtain transformational awareness, we have to sever ourselves from the world as we know it, right? To unlearn what we once knew to be reborn. Again, those subconscious implants that say you can't do that, you can't have that. And, it's a rebirth, a new understanding of vitality, clarity, and purpose that emerges from that. That's why the sweat lodges and going away, completely immersing yourself in a different environment so you can rethink, reestablish what's important to us, right? The shamanic realm is the realm of delta brain waves, the state of deep, deep sleep. So here one is completely unconscious. There is a temporary paralysis at this level, which allows for the deepest healing and renewal. I like to liken it to the winter state too, where we pull back from so much activity and we get in a more restful state, the fallow season, where we then fill our minds with good things, powerful intelligence, far beyond our understanding as well. So this oracle brings guidance that the healing you need can't come from logical sources, but requires a deep letting go and restructuring from within. So you're going to notice things that agitate you. Let those go. Why do they really agitate you? And let's get to a plateau where nothing agitates you because you're in this restful state. That's somebody else's energy that they're trying to kind of provoke you with. You're going to go beyond that, and you're going to have these beautiful regular retreats. I feel like a lot of you probably are going on some retreats, perhaps like ayahuasca type things, going yoga retreats, anywhere that's peaceful, maybe mountains, beaches where you can get away. So I feel that, we can let go and allow ourselves to really be held in a comforting, loving space that ward off negativity without needing to really disconnect from our softness and grace. So if you're dealing with intense negative people from a powerful opponent, this Deer of Delta encourages you to call on spiritual intervention with complete confidence in the grace that you will instantly and instinctively have the right energy around you, and it'll be bestowed on you when you need it. You have the strength and power, and it'll flow from your spiritual connection. I often have this. If I have anybody confrontational or in my face, I realize right away that's their aggression, and I'm never equally aggressive back because it doesn't show anything. I definitely retreat to this Deer of Delta state that says, let this person, well, people don't do this to me in general anyway, but I remember, even being youthful, that I wasn't really provoked by that because I realized that was their energy. So you'll be able to soak this information into your soul and realize that you don't have to overanalyze everything, that it'll naturally come to you. You'll feel at peace. All of a sudden, if a worry pops into your head about a bill or something, you'll know it's taken care of. And by worrying and thinking about it, that it will just kind of spiral you into a thought process that's not necessary, right? Things are taken care of, so you'll be all right. Your inner spiritual power is really going to heal circumstances in your life right now. I feel it. You're going to gain so much clarity and conscious redirection. It's like your energies to what you wish to manifest. That's definitely what this is about. And you're about to establish really good patterns. You're going to give thanks to everything that brightens your day and makes you feel alive. You're going to be able to live in the moment. Again, I'm always telling people it's so important to be present, right? So here's definitely some vocations that can come up for you guys. Wow. So nutrition, you can conduct healing work with your culinary skills. A lot of you people are absolutely vegan geniuses. A lot of you guys understand nutrient-rich food, which is healing and helpful. I'm always so excited when I see new breakthroughs in cancer and things of that nature due to beautiful holistic approaches and the use of food and dietary things that can definitely be on your agenda. Body work, your life purpose can involve body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. So many people that become enlightened, they realize that everything is important. Staying active, eating until you're only like 80% full, so you can you still feel physical and you feel light. Turning to all kinds sound therapy. I'm very, very attuned to sound, and like I'll give you an example. Let me reach over. If you can just listen for a sec. That's my singing bowl. And whenever I tap that, I feel like I get uber focused on what I'm doing. It brings me back. Sound and also being clairaudient is very important to me. And I feel like a lot of you guys understand that, and you're healing through your music. Musicians keep on playing and strumming and, writing these lyrics. When I hear the right lyrics along with the right melody, it is transformative. It can change my mood in a minute. That's why I'm always asking Ian to play reggae. I love it, adore it. I feel like it gets me in a really great mood. So, and number over here on the first stack too, we have travel. So your life purpose could involve traveling too. Travel vloggers, seeing out, the beautiful UNESCO sites, amazing sites. A lot of you guys, you're meant to go to the pyramids. You're meant to go to the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. You're meant to go to Niagara Falls and see all these beautiful things. They expand our life view, the perspective after seeing something. I've been in Niagara, the Grand Canyon, and to quite a few places. And I'm telling you, it's like you then understand that there is so much beauty and magic in the world that it's almost incomprehensible at times. When you're standing on the edge of the Grand Canyon, it's like you almost feel like you're on peyote or something because you can't believe what you're looking at. It's so immense and so beautiful. So right now, just sense the wisdom and power of your heart. You have the ability to guide yourself with infinite wisdom and the healing energies from the universe. Sense this as you walk through your path. You're not alone. Finish the process by connecting your hand you know, your hand to your heart and vowing to yourself that you are going to put your best foot forward to actualize your dreams because you deserve it and it's coming your way. I can already feel it for you guys. So comment down below too what you've been thinking of doing and have you started it, because I'm really interested to know as well. And I'm excited. I got to take a breath. It's very exciting. It's so beautiful. And let me know too what you think of this amazing Alana Fairchild deck, because I was just blown away. I feel like such a sense of calm again, if you guys are curious. Alana Fairchild. And I'm excited for you guys. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe and hang on for 1 minute. I'll do a quick flip through so you can see some of this artwork. I don't want to show you everything because I want to keep some behind for just how amazed I am. Look at this ivory wish fulfilling crow. Every bit of writing in this book is mind-blowing. Ishtar's Lion Gate 888. Sovereign Queen Maeve. This is just, I can't even express how much I love this. Queen of the Nagaz. It might be Nagaz, but who knows. Spirit Bear of 396 hertz. There's hertz and megahertz in all of these levels of vibrations and music, and it's very healing. It's on YouTube too, so look it up. 7 Blessings of Eve. Oh, these are so gorgeous. Seraph of, 963. You know her. She's a good person. Spirit of Owl. Solve Palutai. Oh, the colors, the patterns, Tantra. Look at this really closely at the Tantra. Oh, just amazing. The Mandala of the Heart. The Sun. Yogini. This one I love, but also freaks me out a little bit. Bastet, just the cat is like, meowsers. All right, you guys, I'm going to save some of these because I want some to be a surprise. And I'm going to use these over the next couple of days. So I love and adore you guys. Thank you for all your support. I'm going to go upload.